So this time I want to talk about film grains and film scans and using film grain in my work, which is something I've been doing a lot lately, just to add that kind of film texture, and I suppose as far as you can, the pursuit of the film look when shooting digital, which I suppose is, it's something that you're never fully going to achieve, because obviously, as Tarantino says, the only thing that looks like film is film, which is true, but I think you can have some success in trying to push your work towards that kind of textury look if you should so desire. One of the main reasons I like to use film grain, if I can, if the project calls for it, is just, I suppose, as digital shooters, we're always, well, for me anyway, trying to attain something along the film stock look, because I suppose that's the ultimate, the way film performs in motion picture. The only one I've been using really is the film scans by Ezra Cohen. I'll leave a link to his website down below. His scans are authentic Kodak film stock film scans, using an original Arriflex 435 film camera. They come in HD, 4K, 6K and 8K, and they're ProRes files which you can overlay over the top of your footage. Now, I've downloaded the 35mm and the 16mm Pro packs, both in 4K. The 16mm pack is HD or 4K. I don't think it doesn't do the 6K or the 8K at the moment, but the 4K ones are really beautiful. They come in a fine or a coarse. You get both in the package. They're scanned from, again, authentic Kodak film stocks, 50D, 250D and 500T. Obviously, this isn't sponsored by Ezra Cohen. Why would he come to me and use the power of my YouTube channel to forward his work at this stage? I'm not really anybody, but I just wanted to pay forward the use of his excellent film stocks, which have really helped me and really helped me pursue that kind of that film look. It's always going to be a fake film look, let's face it, because I'm shooting on digital. They're ProRes files, so you just import them in. They work in Final Cut, Premiere, DaVinci, and all the editors. Because they're not a plugin, they're not actual software, they're actual physical files which he's scanned and exported. Most of them, I think, use the hard light blend function to get the most out of the grain texture. And also, there's no color shift. When you overlay the grain, it doesn't affect your image or your color. Now, I don't think you're just going to be able to slap on a film overlay and all your problems are solved and you're going to have something that looks like film right out the gate. That's not going to be the case. You need to have some understanding of what you're trying to achieve, I suppose, and what you want your work to look like. Digital isn't really going to perform the same way as film. You're always going to be faking it to a certain extent, and you don't want to fall down the trap of it looking cliched, I suppose. But used in the right way, if you go to Ezra Cohen's website, some of the way he uses his film overlays is fantastic. I think a lot of his work was shot on a GH5, the promo videos, he says, which is outstanding. I use the GH5s a lot in my work as well. Which is still, I've used that camera for more than 2 years now and it still pays a lot of bills for me. to look too digital. That's the thing, and that's why I use the Pro Mist filter, just to take the edge off, to add the halation in the highlights, just to get that bloom as you would in a film stock. And I'm always just trying to move away from it looking too digital if you're trying to, pursue the film look, which is, it's limited. You're never going to make it look completely like film, but without it looking too gimmicky, I think they really do bring an extra element.